So there's been a lot of chat this week about that incident that we saw in racing last weekend. You know, the port starboard between Luna Rossa PRADA Pielli and INEOS Team UK. You know, that decision to green flag that incident meant that INEOS was straight through to the Prada Cup final.
Keep close here, boy. Keep pushing. See you, man. Straight in if we're across.
So we thought we'd come down to the TVNZ studios here and have a closer look at it. We've got the guys from Virtual Eye here to put up the 3D graphics, and I can do a bit of a play-by-play on how the incident unfolded, and we can tell you if the umpires got the decision right or wrong. I've watched both stern cams and I've watched the video that the social guys have made. If you could like come out and say, you know, okay, both boats have jibed, you know, coming to the finish, this cross is critical. The first bit of commentary I hear when I've watched it all is Jimmy Still saying they are clear across. Yeah, okay, so automatically we're thinking they're going to, you know, the INEOS are going to cross and win this race. As they get a little bit closer, they get a little bit more breeze. You know, they bear away a little bit more. Yeah. The speed comes up. All of a sudden, you said might have a piece now. Yeah. Let's zoom in and see how close this really was.
Essentially, there's an infrared tracker on top of this camera, and it's looking for all the dots that are marked down on the ceiling, which you can see. When you first turn this on, it does a map, it works out where all the dots are, and then it's actually able to track the camera essentially anywhere in the space that it's able to see dots.
And that's so we can have this like table in front of us that shows all the pictures.
Yeah, exactly. We're getting a clean shot from the camera. It's taking in, our software is taking in the AR data from the infrared sensor and combining it with the video that goes into our software, and we can then put the AR table in front of you.
You can be Prada, I'll be INEOS.
Well, that's not a terrible.
Let's try that. Let's try that as I'll be INEOS, and maybe we do it that way tomorrow, where you take a boat each. And that's exactly how the umpires do it, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to stand in?
Okay. Yeah.
Let's rehearse it.
Rehearse it now. In that last 10 seconds, I started to bear away because I could see you were crossing me. You know, we've had the benefit here of looking at all this technology, and yeah, in the last 10 seconds, I bear away 14 degrees.
How many degrees?
14.
Okay, you're wrong.
So that means that Richard Slater, the chief umpire, made the right call.
I think Richard Slater and his team made exactly the right call.
Thanks, guys. Good. Yeah, same team. Can we just shake hands and?
Hey, you won the race, man. Well, there you go. That summarises and wraps up our little tutorial, I guess, on what happened in that incident. You know, it was great to be able to use the studio and the Virtual Eye feed, and as you can see, it's a pretty cool setup in here, and I had to get the big man in to help me out. So thanks, Kenny, for joining us. We'll see you here next time.